on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Minnesota Vikings. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And not much happening on the return as he'll get... The 23. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Fournette. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that's to the longtime Viking, Kyle Rudolph. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 33 yards that time.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone. This time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us for their game plan, I don't think that he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. That will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the yellow line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And the pressure gets to him again. So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic 3rd and long after that last sack. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
That's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. Touchdown. Tom Brady with a touchdown pass to Chris Godwin. And the Bucs put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. They got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
It's caught, and it's 8-0. So what do you make of that? You go on the road, you score the opening drive touchdown, opt to go for 2, and all of a sudden they're up 8-zip.
Yeah, this wasn't a decision they made right here and right now. They made this decision during the week. Hey, if we get the ball and score right away, let's show them that we feel like we're superior. Go for 2 and really put the pressure on them.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start the drive with Cook. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They just do get the play off. Now Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Off the play fake, Cousins. Adam Thielen, back-to-back catches. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A 1st down throw for Cousins. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. A give, this is Cook. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, Cousins. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. From the red zone now, Cousins. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I will say more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to the ground, Cook. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. Cook will take this into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
They'll try and throw for it. They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. It's a foot race. The 40, 20, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. And a 2nd quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run it again with Fournette. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Working from the gun, it's Brady. This one complete to Giovanni Bernard. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now a carry for Bernard. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady sliding out of the pocket. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. So Brady departs, and on is Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Partner, I think they saw something there. I mean, they came from the right side deliberately, and you know there's always a designated guy who goes and blocks it. But it's the rest of his teammates that get him free.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with it. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And give him a gain of 37.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. First down, here's Cousins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Osborne. He'll get it inside the 20, and he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Cousins now. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Ty Chandler as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Kevin O'Connell choosing to lead his guys out there, and they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Oh, that's true. You've said that before. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Just a gain of a yard there. Now it'll be third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Third down, Dalvin Cook gets past one man, and he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
54 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go Madison up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Sometimes that's a danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
To throw, Cousins. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Cousins to throw for it on 4th.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And he's got it inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. To throw is Cousins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. To the air again, it's Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you got no shot then.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. On play action, now Brady. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And, oh, that would get a wide up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. A shotgun give to Fournette. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Second and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line. Inside handoff now to Fournette. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
You get down near the goal line, you need to start enlisting the help of all 11 guys on the defense. And that's a nice job there by the cornerback, squaring his shoulders and coming in to make the tackle.
On 2nd and goal, Brady, and in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Tom Brady with a touchdown pass to Chris Godwin. And the Buccaneers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Brady will look to throw for it. And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the 4th. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Meanwhile, Cousins throw complete there to Smith. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Cousins. And incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Now Cousins. And this one is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Now Cousins on 4th down. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
I can hear it right now that most people in our business are saying, why aren't they running the football? I happen to agree with this strategy. They've had success all game long. I don't think they should go away from it. Too often, teams go into that protect mode and end up giving away the football. This team has stayed aggressive, and it's working out for them.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Again, it's Cook. 70 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Left side, Cook. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Now Cook running right. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Back to throw, Brady. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Hey, 66. All right, go.
To throw is Brady. And this one caught downfield by Evans. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That's good for 28 yards. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
You have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. It all came down to one final jump ball on the Hail Mary, but partner, the defense was ready, able to force it to be incomplete. Ball game over.
Look, let's face it, everybody wants to work the ball in closer and take a more high percentage pass to try and tie the game, but the Hail Mary, that's what they had to work with. And now they're just hoping that their jumpers can get up higher and are stronger than the defenders. Not the case in this instance. They end up losing the game.